Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your guide Olena from Ukraine, and in this video I will show you how we prepare for the war. For example, Darina is making some caca right now. Darina! Ay ay ay! What are you doing, baby? And this is the reason why the things that we will need, number one, will be diapers. Yeah, it's funny, but it is very sad at the same time. First of all, I want you to know that I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. We hope for the better, but we get ready for the worst. And this is the only weapon that we have. It can work as a lighter, like this, and as a shocker. I don't really know what to use. Well, guys, we'll be all right, okay? Don't worry. You don't really need to send me any emergency backpacks. We will collect it ourselves. Don't worry. I'm already doing this, even though I don't want to do it. I physically feel that how much I don't want to do this. I want to play with my children, read them books. I want to work. I want to make videos about Ukraine, about tourism, but I don't think that many tourists will be coming in the nearest future. So I will be doing more videos than tourism. It's a tricky thing. We have 3 children, so we need to carry them on our hands, at least one of them. The other 2 they are 5 and 7 years old, so they can walk, but I don't know, maybe it would be, faster to grab them and run in case the bombs flying. I don't know. It's so surreal. It's really surreal. I mean, what am I doing? I'm packing my backpack for the war or something. Like, will it help? I mean, will it really help if it happens? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it will happen, and if it happens, this will not help. So I just have to make it for the video. Yeah, I will just make it for this video. Olena, just make it for the video, okay? Okay, so I have found our international passport. So this one belongs to me. This one belongs to Sergey, my husband. This belongs to Katya. This belongs to Teres. Oh my God, Darina, you don't have a passport yet. Well, no panic, guys. First of all, we will make the passport soon. And the second, our children have this. This is in Ukrainian. These are the documents that prove that they were born, and this document belongs to Darina. 1, 2, 3 children, and a document that proves that we are married, and this is a document to prove that we own this apartment. We really don't plan to emigrate somewhere. We stay here because this is our land, and I don't see any reason, to run away and to abandon my home, because this is my home. So I don't think we will need this international passport for Darina, but I already will apply for the passport very soon, simply because I still hope we will go for some vacations. Okay, so we have this from the times when me and Sergey were hiking in the Carpathian Mountains. That was the perfect time. So we really have a tent, a small one, but I think it will fit for 3 people. We are 5, but some of us are very small. So these we will put into the car if we need to run away into the forest and become partisans. Okay, this is the sleeping bag. And it's warm. So again, one of them I will keep in case if we need to sleep in a forest. We will take it, and another one, maybe I will take it into the bomb shelter. Maybe if we need to spend a night in the bomb shelter, I will make my kids sleep on them, on these sleeping bags. At least one rug, at least one yoga rug, and at least one sleeping bag. Okay, so and it doesn't fit. Is it too big? Yeah. Now it doesn't fit. Oh no, it's too big. Okay, it doesn't fit. Okay, so I will not open this, but it should fit. We put it here inside. Here you go, honey. Is it visible that I'm nervous? Here you go. Sleeping bag, sleeping rug, the water. Okay. Then wet wipes here. Some medications. I hope I will not break it. It's like the eternal fire match, but I don't know how to use it. Sergei said this is to make the fire. And the flashlight. But the thing is that it works from... We can charge it like this. Sanitizer. Do I need sanitizer? Maybe for the hands for kids. Okay, I'll put it here, the sanitizer. But it's heavy now. Power banks. I have a document that proves that I'm a super mom. So this is our document that proves that we are parents with many kids, like this. And here we have the names of our children written. I don't know, maybe that proves that that Darina is mine. But I need to make copies and put them into two places, right? To print them. To make the copies and print them. Just do it now, okay? Don't say I'll do it later. Just do it now. Geiger counter to measure radiation. I use it in the exclusion zone for tourism to guide people. Well, who knows what do they have in their evil minds. Maybe this will be needed. Okay, so I will think a little more what I can add into this, emergency small bag. And I think something similar Sergei will have, like something small, something that I can easily carry. This is something that I can just leave behind, just throw it away if needed. Yeah, and this should be with me, like documents, and maybe do I need to put here like a small bottle of the water and any food for children? I mean, it's too small for this. I don't know, is it possible to get ready for the war? Is it like at all possible? I'm not sure about this. If you have any ideas what else we should put inside, please share with us in the comments. And I beg you, please do not write me many personal messages because I simply don't have time to read all of them. I really thank you that you care. Yeah, but don't ask me every day, Olena, how are you? Because it makes me feel a little bit nervous. So I have a small bag with the most useful things, the most necessary, a bigger one to spend one day in the bomb shelter, and behind me there are more of the stuff if we need to become partisans and live somewhere in the woods, or to go somewhere to the countryside, to our dacha, for example, and spend some time over there. Darina woke up. I don't think she will like this idea to spend a night in a bomb shelter. Me neither. Okay, I need to go and I have things to do. I have one question. What should I do with the cat? Angle. Well guys, I just physically feel how much I don't want to make this video. I just don't want to have this topic on my channel. War? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, look at this kid. Why? Look at me. Why? I keep asking, why do I need to do this? Why do I need to prepare to run away from my home? It's my home. Well, I still believe that this backpack, the emergency backpack, will not be needed, and that we will use it not for any kind of a vacation or something, that we will use it to travel somewhere. It's nonsense. It's so much of a nonsense that I can't believe that any fightings will be happening here in Kyiv. The war with Russia will not start because it has already started. And I don't need to count how many years it lasts because I was pregnant when this happened. I was pregnant with my first kid, with Katya, when Putin invaded Ukraine, occupied Crimea and the eastern regions of my country. So Katya will be 8 years soon. And this is exactly how many years the war with Russia is lasting. And during all of these 8 years, another invasion, deeper invasion of Russia into Ukraine was always possible. Well, yes, I can agree that right now it is even more possible than before, that we have like escalation that is happening here. We have unprecedented concentration of Russian troops at the border of Ukraine, and that sounds like scary. And we can see that the other countries like the US, the UK, and other European countries, and not only European, are like panicking or something. They are not really panicking, but like give you, or it looks like they are exaggerating. And from one hand, I don't mind, because, you know, when 8 years ago the war with Russia started, nobody was exaggerating much, and Putin was not punished like at all. And this is why he thinks maybe right now that he can do whatever he wants. He can just, you know, invade another independent country and it will be okay, like, because they have some serious concerns. I mean, it's not your business over there what me as an independent country, what I want to do with my future. And I should have been in NATO a long time ago before this, I know. But right now it's like essential. And it's not your business, do I want to join NATO or not? So just imagine that Putin once says, okay, I don't want Finland to join NATO. NATO is too close to me. It makes me feel worried. This is why I will invade Finland, kill people who will protest, and put there my pro-Russian government, because I had really serious concerns. Off, come on, it's not your business. And no other neighbors here of Ukraine are concerned about Ukraine joining any kind of alliance of union with the other countries. We have democratically elected the government. We have democratic laws. Yes, we have corruption. Yes, we have a lot of corruption. Yes, our politicians are a little bit of idiots and they steal a lot of money from people, from the budget. That's true, but it's not a reason for any other government to come here and, you know, to take the power by force. And that sounds so much like absurd, like nonsense, like absolutely nonsense, that it's very hard to, you know, believe that another invasion will happen, because it's not profitable for no one. Yes, not for Ukraine, of course, because we will fight and we will fight back. And the Russian regime needs to understand that the local people, we will protect our homes. We will not just give up. So if they come, that will be the real war. And like, for me, it's very strange, because all the time that was kind of a hybrid war with Russia. There are many ways how they could influence on Ukraine. But now they are like demonstratively showing that they can invade. At the same time, they say we will not. But it's hard to believe them, because 8 years ago it was the same. They were saying we will not invade. And even when Russian soldiers were already on the territory of Ukraine, they were without the uniform. There were no Russian flag on their uniform. They were just in the green uniform. And they were like, we called them green people, like the aliens. And of course, later it turned out that these were really Russian soldiers, the Russian army. invaded Ukraine. But they did it not demonstratively, and Putin was not showing off. Right now, he's like playing the muscles, and he's showing that he will invade. Like, he is a cool guy. Maybe this is just to show that he is very cool, but who knows, because I think he is a little crazy. And when everything depends on one person's will, that sounds like a scary situation. Because maybe he will press the button. From one side, this shouldn't happen. On the other side, on the other hand, it's like, who knows, maybe it will. So the most honest comment right now will be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, will this war happen or not? It looks like the Western governments are over-exaggerating about a possible attack, and it's like informational war that's happening more in the media than in real life. This is how I feel too. And maybe it is not bad, maybe it's very good. Because 8 years ago, the West was not reacting enough. And this is why Putin has impression that he can stay unpunished, that he can do whatever he wants and it will be okay. Like, people will accept and the Western world will accept. And now he will take more bite of Ukraine, then a bite of Poland, then he will go further. So hopefully this kind of panic in the media will prevent the attack. Okay, on the other side, it is already damaging Ukraine a lot, because you've heard the news that some airlines, they refused to fly to Ukraine. As well, investors, they don't want to invest into a country where the war may happen at any moment. Some governments advised their citizens, like foreigners, to run away from Ukraine because the war is possible. And this sounds like the investment climate is not very good right now in Ukraine. You know, I recorded 1 month ago a video with a lawyer about Ukraine as an IT hub, and that Ukraine invites foreigners to come, and look like it's so inappropriate right now to publish this video because the situation is so uncertain right now. Me, myself, as a person who works in tourism, I feel that the industry is destroyed. You know, we thought that it was so bad when Corona started to happen here in Ukraine, and we expected again in 2022, like this year, the situation to improve. And what do we have? Ukraine all over the media, in the news, and now it is associated with a country where it is dangerous. Do not go. Because Russia can invade. And we know that it could invade in the last 8 years, and this possibility of invasion will stay here for the next future unknown period of time. At least as long as Putin is in power over there, is sitting on the throne, another invasion of Russia into Ukraine will be possible. And if we look at the history, Russia was always kind of a problem for Ukraine, and we will keep fighting for our independence with all possible means. And unfortunately, Russia will always remain our neighbor. And we have many kilometers of the common border with this neighbor. And as long as the neighbor has this kind of authorities, this will be the danger for Ukraine. Yeah. Sounds like not good. Recently, I realized that I need to buy new underwear, because when I was pregnant with Darina, I put on 20 extra kilograms, and now I'm trying to lose weight as much as possible. And I realized that I need to buy new underwear, and then I asked myself, do I really need to spend money on the new underwear? Maybe it's not needed anymore. Maybe the war will start soon and we will all die. And then I stopped myself. Oh my God, what are you talking about? What are you thinking about? You cannot live in constant fear. And this is why I started to visit the psychotherapist. So it's online, and it was already 2 sessions when I talked to a doctor, to a psychotherapist about myself, to just keep my mind clear and not that much concerned. Last week, Katya has changed the school. So right now she will be visiting another school, a better one, and we are very happy that we were invited to the better school, where she will learn French language. Bonjour, monsieur, dame, je suis la guide Olena. I speak French a little, and my husband does, so we are very happy that Katya will learn French too, and the school is very strong, and we are all very much worried about this, because she needs help, and it's like stressful when a child changes the school, and she needs a lot of work to be done to catch up with the kids who already learn French, and they like very much ahead of her previous class. And this is what we are living through right now. Katya has changed school. Darina, for the first time yesterday, she overturned on her tummy herself. Hooray! Congratulations! That was such a big event in her life. She's getting bigger and stronger, but she's still very little baby, and she needs mommy, a lot of attention, and she needs a very calm, yes, mommy, oh, lipstick. She needs a normal mommy who is not that much worried, right? Who keeps calm, yeah, and keeps feeding. Mommy shouldn't lose her milk because she's worried, right? So if your question is how is the mood in Kyiv, what Ukrainians feel, of course it's different. Some people already packed their backpacks and ran away, and we have information that some oligarchs already flied away on their private jets somewhere abroad. The other people volunteered into the army, and they are already like training to fight back the enemy. The civilians, really many people joined the so-called local self-defense units. So in general, I feel that there is a lot of anxiety in Kyiv and in Ukraine. Of course, people are concerned and very worried, and they don't know really what to expect, what's going to happen. So for some people, it's better to act, to do something, and in this case, they feel less worried, and it's easier, to psychologically go through this period of time. Me personally, how I'm getting ready for this thing, I'm doing this video, right? And every day I keep living my normal life.